For centuries, knowledge has been hidden in plain sight across the sands of time. Whispers of lost civilizations, cryptic symbols, and forbidden histories have been erased or concealed. What if the truth was never lost, but hidden? Welcome to Eye of Ancient Mysteries, where the past speaks and the future listens. Sit back, open your mind, and prepare to uncover the untold secrets of our world. Let the journey begin now. 20 scientific facts unveil the mystery of Antarctica. At the southernmost edge of the planet lies one of the largest land masses in the world, the frozen kingdom of Antarctica. It is the least populated continent on Earth, and one of the most inexplicable places, writes Daily Mail. The following 20 facts are meant to somewhat lift the veil of mystery surrounding it. They were compiled by Chief Scientist Dr. Verena Meraldi and Permanent Antarctica expert Tudor Morgan from Hurtigruten Expeditions to mark the 20th anniversary of the Adventure Cruise Line's first voyage to the icy continent. The first man to set foot on the South Pole was Roald Amundsen, a Norwegian explorer, planted his country's flag at the South Pole for the first time in December 1911. He beat the British by 1 month. Antarctica is the windiest place on Earth. Scientists studying the southern land report wind speeds reaching up to 320 km/h. The geography and climate of the continent generate so-called katabatic winds formed when air moves down slopes. In Antarctica, the mountain ranges combined with vast flat plains create the perfect conditions for wind formation. The first person born in Antarctica was Argentine Emilio Marcos Palma, as a way of claiming sovereignty over part of the continent. Argentina sent a pregnant woman there in 1977 so she could give birth on disputed territory. To date, 11 babies have been born on the continent. You can send a postcard from the Penguin Post Office. Port Lockroy on Godier Island is home to the southernmost public post office of the United Kingdom. Known as the Penguin Post Office, it is run by the UK Antarctic Heritage Trust, and about 70,000 postcards are sent each year to over 100 countries. Antarctica was once as warm as Melbourne 4.5 million years ago. Antarctica was warm and covered in palm trees. In stark contrast, in 1983 the lowest temperature ever recorded on Earth was measured there -89.2 degrees C. Metallica performed a concert in Antarctica on December 8, 2013. Metallica held a concert in Antarctica, making them the first band to perform on all 7 continents within a single year. Antarctica is home to a lake that cannot freeze deep. Antarctic Lake is so salty that it cannot freeze even at 15 degrees C. Its waters are 10 times saltier than the ocean, rivaling the Dead Sea. There is no Antarctic time zone. Antarctica has no official time zone, since most of the continent experiences 6 months of continuous daylight in summer and 6 months of darkness in winter. Time is relative. Scientists and researchers usually keep the time zone of the country to which their station belongs. Antarctica is the only continent without reptiles. Reptiles rely on the environment to regulate their body temperature, making it impossible for them to live in Antarctica. However, the continent is home to Antarctic icefish, which lack red blood cells, normally needed to carry oxygen, and appear ghostly white. Antarctica has a ghost mountain range, completely buried under thick Antarctic ice. The Gamburtsev Mountains stretch over 200 kilometers into the continent's interior. With peaks reaching around 800 meters, they are about 1/3 the size of Earth's tallest mountain, Everest. There are 300 unfrozen lakes in Antarctica. In such a cold climate, one would expect fresh water to freeze, but Antarctica has around 300 lakes that do not. They lie underground, and their waters remain above 0°C thanks to heat from Earth's core. Antarctica doubles its size in winter during winter. The Antarctic Sea advances outward from the continent by about 100,000 square kilometers per day, eventually doubling Antarctica's size before melting back in summer. Antarctica has a blood waterfall. In a remote corner of Antarctica lies a glacier that bleeds. The dark red water of Blood Falls was first observed in 1911, but the cause wasn't discovered until 2017. The water flowing from Taylor Glacier comes from a subglacial lake rich in salt and oxidized iron, giving the waterfall its bloody hue. The continent holds about 90% of Earth's ice. Antarctica is twice the size of Australia, and the largest recorded iceberg was bigger than Jamaica, 11,000 square kilometers. Its ice equals about 75% of the world's fresh water. It even has an active volcano. Antarctica is home to Mount Erebus, the southernmost active volcano in the world, and to the only known lava lakes that have held liquid magma for centuries despite the continent's frigid conditions. At the South Pole, every direction is north. If you stand at the South Pole, you are at the southernmost point on Earth. Therefore, every direction you face is north. It is either very sunny or very dark for 6 months straight. Because of Earth's tilt, the sun does not rise above Antarctica from the spring equinox until the autumn equinox, leaving the continent in total darkness throughout winter. Conversely, during summer, the sun never sets, meaning Antarctica receives more sunlight than the equator during that time. An American scientist was the first and only person to find a Tinder match in Antarctica. On a cold, lonely December night, an American scientist conducting research in Antarctica decided to log into Tinder for fun. He wanted to see if there were any women on the icy, desolate continent. After expanding the app's location radius, he found another researcher, swiped right, and minutes later they matched. Antarctica is a desert containing the driest place on Earth. The driest place on the planet is located in an Antarctic region called the Dry Valleys, where it hasn't rained for nearly 2 million years. Due to its extremely low precipitation, Antarctica is classified as a desert. 7 species of penguins live on the continent. 7 species of penguins inhabit the icy continent. Gentoo penguins are the fastest underwater swimmers of the penguin world. Though not strong runners, they can leap powerfully into the sea, reaching underwater speeds of up to 35 km/h while diving.